Jamie Collins is a unique football player, a linebacker that has the speed of a safety and the size of a defensive end. Collins is a linebacker that can take over a game with his versatile skill set, whether that's by blitzing, running sideline to sideline, covering a running back or tight end, or even rushing the passer. Jamie Collins, at his peak, can do whatever you ask of him. So, why did the New England Patriots decide to deal Jamie Collins in a season where they look like the clear-cut Super Bowl favorites? I'm going to give you a few reasons, and the first is Collins wasn't playing up to his potential. Patriots fans and experts around the NFL expected a huge rise in play from Jamie Collins this season, which simply hasn't happened. He hasn't become that game-breaking Luke Kuechly linebacker that many expected. He has certainly shown flashes of brilliance, but with as many great plays as he makes, he has made an equal amount of dumb plays. There have been reports from reporters around New England claiming Collins doesn't always listen to his designed assignment on defense. He often freelances, and even Mike Lombardi, who worked for the Patriots, had this to say. Not surprised by the Pats trading Collins. Not been playing well at all. They needed to get the defense fixed. This will get their attention. In another tweet, he said, Collins on the second play of the game does whatever he wants, and Bills gained 28 yards. It's been happening all year. It was not going to continue. And the final tweet, you're either coaching it or allowing it to happen. Belichick decided he was not going to allow it to happen anymore. Collins is talented, but ... So that is Mike Lombardi's reactions to the trade of Jamie Collins. Obviously not the biggest Jamie Collins fan in the world. Lombardi is. And, this is a guy that worked for the Patriots. He knows the system, and he certainly knows football. So that's one take from a guy that has been really criticizing the Patriots defense all season long, despite being ranked third in points allowed this season, but really overall by the eye test haven't been looking as good as the stats indicate. Now, it is notable that Collins did not play every snap in Sunday's win over the Bills, totaling 48 of a possible 70 snaps. This is unusual, as Collins used to be an every down linebacker. The Patriots do think that linebacker Landon Roberts has been better against the run, and this was clearly indicated by the game against the Bills. Whenever they had a fullback out there, Jerome Felton, they felt like Landon Roberts matched that set better than Jamie Collins did. And that's very interesting to see. Maybe Collins hasn't been playing up to his full potential because he wanted the money, he didn't agree with the contract situation, and maybe he was just becoming a distraction for this defense. And maybe Landon Roberts, he is better against the run. He's a bigger body, he's a guy that can come down, make plays, great pursuit, and I feel like maybe Collins just wasn't worth the money because they can replace him in different ways. According to a league source, Collins wanted Von Miller-like money and a Von Miller-like contract. He was offered $11 million over 5 years by the New England Patriots, but turned it down. Now, Collins is a good player, and I would love him to see him on the New England Patriots, but he isn't no Von Miller. He's not a game-breaking pass rusher like Von Miller is, a Super Bowl MVP caliber type of player. The Patriots, on the other hand, do need to sign a lot of their guys, including their other linebacker, Dante Hightower, who they view to be better than Jamie Collins. He is a leader. He is their defensive leader, their play caller on defense. He is their, man in the middle for that defense, and he clearly fits what the Patriots like to do, not only on the field, but off the field, and he's a great example of a Patriots and Belichick type player. Other players that the Patriots need to sign, Malcolm Butler, who is becoming one of the probably top 10 cornerbacks in the NFL and has been playing very, very well as of late. Logan Ryan, who hasn't been playing as good this year as he did last year, but he is a number 2 cornerback in the NFL, and those corners are very hard to find. Nate Solder, who is the left tackle on the Patriots. Martellus Bennett, who of course has had a huge impact on this offense and gives them a ton of versatility through their offensive scheme with him and Gronk being healthy on that offense is just makes them so hard to stop. And Jabal Sheard, who is a pass rushing defensive end, they also need to sign him. So they have that many different guys that are potential free agents this season, and even more. That's just the tip of the iceberg right there. But that is a lot of big names to the Patriots defense and team that you would have to let go. And Jamie Collins wanted the biggest contract of them all. They already even traded Chandler Jones before this season, but they're loaded with so much talent and so much depth that they needed to make this move. This also comes from a financial standpoint and a draft standpoint, because if the Patriots were to trade him now, which they just did, they would receive 2017 compensation instead of 2018 compensation. So now they get a 2017 draft pick, which could be a 3rd round pick or a 4th round pick, instead of a 2018 compensation pick. So basically, you get a player 1 year earlier, a rookie 1 year earlier than in 2018, where I don't know, maybe they view the 2017 draft to be stronger than the 2018 draft. Who knows? But it's just a very interesting move. But the ultimate question you guys are probably asking me right now is, but Mitch, who replaces Jamie Collins? Like, how is the Patriots defense going to look without Jamie Collins? Are they going to be in trouble? Can they win the Super Bowl? What's going to happen? Well, if you've been paying attention to the Patriots, you've probably been noticing that they've been making a lot of trades, and these trades have been for linebackers. So maybe that was the first step in this trade. They did deal for Barkevious Mingo from the Browns, and they did deal for Kyle Van Noy from the Detroit Lions. So these are both players that are linebackers. Van Noy is more of an edge rusher, and Mingo is more of an inside linebacker. And these are both guys that can hopefully step in for the Patriots defense. But there is one name, and he's the key replacement for this defense, is Landon Roberts. He has played very, very well so far. He's one of the top-rated guys on Pro Football Focus in terms of run stopping. And he's a tough, hard-nosed run-stopping linebacker who's played really, really well this season. And on passing downs, I think that's probably where Jamie Collins' mark will be felt the most, because that's probably where they'll miss him the most. But the Patriots do have so much depth on this defense that I don't think that his presence really hurts as much as Hightower's does in terms of leadership and all the other qualities that Hightower offers over a Jamie Collins. The Patriots on rundowns will probably play a Landon Roberts, and on pass downs, I could see more safeties being on the field, to be honest. The Patriots do have 3 really good safeties. They have Devin McCourty, Daron Harmon, and Patrick Chung. Patrick Chung's been playing amazing this season. Devin McCourty has been great and solid, and Daron Harmon is one of the best third safeties on any team in the league. It seems like the Patriots are also going to more corner looks, because they've been playing a lot more 3 cornerback sets than they have in the past because of the addition of Rowe, who they traded for from the Philadelphia Eagles. So they do like Butler, they like Ryan, and they're trying to figure out what Rowe offers them as well. So we could see a lot more 3 safeties and 3 cornerbacks on the field for the Patriots in terms of on passing downs. But you could also see Mingo in there at times, I think. You have a ton of different edge rushers that they like to use and guys like that. But you also have Barkevious Mingo, who's been playing a lot more on third downs, I've noticed, especially against the Bills, where he was a lot more on defense and in coverage. But the Patriots need to figure out what they have in Kyle Van Noy, and that will really indicate who's replacing on what down. And I think if the Patriots were going to make this trade, this is the perfect time that they made this trade, because they're going into a bye week. They can determine what they're going to do with the players they now have. Maybe they can make a trade for somebody. So it's a huge, huge trade and huge time to do it. It's the best time to do it. And my complaint is more, I could see this coming from a lot of people, is why didn't the Patriots try and trade for Joe Thomas or Joe Hayden? Both of these guys were on the block, and both of those players would help a need on the Patriots. They have shown weakness on the offensive line, and Joe Thomas is probably the best left tackle in the NFL. And then you have Joe Hayden, who's been a solid corner. Sure, he's been banged up, but throughout his career, he's been a top corner in the league, and he would have definitely helped out, at least as the second corner on the Patriots. So that could have been another huge addition. It's just, this is what the Patriots do, guys. But, you know, overall, New England does have plenty of high potential linebackers who can fill in for Jamie Collins for way less money. And I don't think this is really going to have a huge impact on the Patriots' success this season. If it did, I don't think Bill Belichick would really sacrifice a ring for financial gain. Because this may be more about off the field. This may be Collins was a distraction. We need to get rid of him. We're not going to sign him in the offseason anyways. Who knows what really happened? But all I know is, sure, am I not happy about this trade? Well, at first, no, I wasn't. I was actually pretty pissed off. But the more time that passes, the more it makes sense, guys. Would I prefer to have kept him till after the season? Yeah, probably. I probably would have preferred to get rid of him for basically free in free agency instead of getting compensation just to have him for this run to the Super Bowl. But that's just not how the Patriots operate. And at the end of the day, Bill Belichick knows best. We're not inside the locker room. We don't know what's happening in the locker room. We don't know what's happening in meetings. And at the end of the day, Bill Belichick is the head coach of this team. He's a multiple-time Super Bowl champion. He's arguably the best coach in NFL history. He's done this on many occasions in the past. And maybe this defense just needed to shake up. Maybe it needed a kick in the ass to start getting going because it has a ton of potential to be great. It's been good, but it can be better. And I think that Belichick is trying to send a message to this team. Hey, if you're not going to play with this team, if you're not going to be a leader, if you're not going to do whatever it takes for this team, I'm going to ship you to Cleveland. So at the end of this video, all I have to say is in Bill, I trust, and I wish Jamie Collins well in Cleveland. Go Pats.